On the health front, and the National Labour Commission has ordered the striking psychiatric nurses at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital to return to work while deliberations continue on their demands. The nurses have been on strike since Monday, 30th October, to protest poor working conditions. According to them, government has failed to heed their calls to provide essential medical supplies and other hospital materials needed in the daily management of inmates. The nurses say the non-availability of these supplies has made them very vulnerable towards patients as they face constant physical attacks and abuses at the hands of these patients. And we'll be speaking to the nurses very shortly, as and when we get them, and we'll bring you that side of the story. Let's still stay on nurses and their colleagues at the Dabraka Polyclinic say they are feeling the brunt of the strike by the psychiatric nurses in Accra. Speaking to Joy News, a nurse in charge of the OPD, Cindy Ofori-Appiah, said the current situation is affecting the quality of care they give to patients.
Brothers and sisters from the other side of the psychiatric unit, they are also on strike. And not on strike purposely for themselves, but for the patients. All that we are doing is to inspire our patients. All we are doing is to do and render good services to our patients, to the community, to the country as a whole. So we want all those requests to be answered and favored to us.
Is there pressure coming here from the psychiatric hospital?
Oh yes, we do get the pressures because we are close to them, so we do get the pressures from them.
I mean, because they have withdrawn their services, that's what I mean.
Yes, because they've withdrawn their services, the patients keep coming here. Some of the patients are taking the daily injections, 2 days injections, and they come here. They come here, and then sometimes it becomes difficult because even though we've all been to the training school, they have the specialized training. So when they come here, it becomes so different altogether here. And it looks like the government have to set up and support us, because our patients that we see here are not from the psychiatric area, but when they see them coming here for treatment and sometimes a little misbehaving here and there, it gives them all on edge and alert. So please, we are asking the government to heed to our requests, and we believe this request is going to help us, not us alone, but our patients, the community and the country as a whole.
Meanwhile, the Health Ministry is unsure when monies are going to be made available for the running of the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Deputy Health Minister, who spoke at a news conference, said the ministry is working with the Finance Ministry for the release of funds, but cannot tell exactly when they will be made available. He also reacted to President Mohammed's remarks of not being aware of the situations at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. He believes that is not surprising.
We are hopeful that very shortly this will be brought to an end, because we recognize the importance of the psychiatric hospital and the work that they do. So it's something that is engaging our utmost attention, and it will be addressed in the shortest possible time. That's why I'm saying that this is not the purpose. We don't want to divert. This is actually to brief you on cholera. So at the appropriate time, we will talk about the psychiatric nurses. We know that it is something of national concern or national importance. So very shortly, you'll hear from us on that. This issue about the president saying he's not been briefed, I think if you go back to the press conference that he gave, the question was very specific, and the answer was specific. He was asked about the strike, and he said he was not aware of the strike. That's not surprising, given that he was out in the field campaigning, and the strike was declared when he was not in the field. Then he went on to talk about the challenges in that sector in particular. How can somebody who is not aware of the challenges in the sector then talk about the challenges? I think it's important for us to be fair and to be objective in our reportage. That's number one. Number two, about whether he's been briefed. You see, the president has put a minister in place. He's put a deputy minister. He's put other people in place. That is our job. We're supposed to fix things. So it's not for the president to be the one dealing with cholera and dealing with this and that and the other. That's why we are there. And that's why we've called this press conference. That's why we're telling you what we've done, what we'll be doing. And in the same way, when it comes to the issue about the psychiatric nurses, we will also tell you what we've done, what the next steps are, and so on. place to fix problems. It's not every challenge that we run to the president in real time with. There's division of labor. So when something happens today, it doesn't mean that he will get to know about it today if his minister is in place to fix the problem. I hope I'm clear. So the fact that he has a phone is of incidental value, because maybe that is not the right time to brief him. There will be the time to brief him about this.
And that'll be it for the health stories. And now we understand that, you know, the Labour Ministry, like we just, the National Labour Commission has asked the nurses to go back to work while deliberations are ongoing, and we'll try and get in touch with the nurses and get their side of the story as soon as we get it, either on the show or in our subsequent bulletins. Now, news just in, you are aware that tomorrow is Farmers' Day, and we have the Deputy Interior Minister with us, James Agaga, to talk to us more about it. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Mr. Agaga. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Great.
So tomorrow is Farmers' Day. We are going to celebrate our hard-working farmers in Ghana. Tell us what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is Farmers' Day. The celebrations would be held, but the day itself is not a public holiday. The public holiday, as provided for in law, will fall in December. And so, yes, there has been some little bit of confusion, but the position has now been confirmed. Tomorrow, we would observe, we would hold the celebration to mark Farmers' Day, but the holiday itself will now be on the 2nd of December.
Okay, we'll get to know the line of activities for tomorrow's celebrations. But first, I want to know, we've always marked Farmers' Day with a holiday. Why is tomorrow not a holiday?
Can you take the question again?
Yes, I was asking why tomorrow is not a holiday, because all the Farmers' Day we've marked, it's always been a holiday. Why is tomorrow not a holiday?
Yes, you know, under normal circumstances, the day should fall on the 2nd of December. But you know, we are very close to elections, and so you don't want to hold the Farmers' Day celebration very close to the election. So the date has been brought forward, but the holiday would still be observed on the 2nd of December.
And for tomorrow's activities, you talked about a number of activities that have been lined up for the celebrations. Are you able to give us some details of those activities tomorrow?
I can't give you the details except to say that, yes, the day would be held, the National Farmers' Day would be held in Kitampo, and His Excellency will create the occasion. And in all the district capitals and regional capitals across the country, the day would also be marked.
All right, thank you very much, Deputy Interior Minister James Agaga. So you heard him there. Tomorrow is not a public holiday. The holiday would rather be marked on December 2. And so that's it for you. You're still here on News Desk on Joy News on Multi TV. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly with more stories. News Desk on Joy News on Multi TV. Let's get onto the campaign trail now and see what the political parties are up to in their scramble for votes across the country. And we'll first start in the Volta region with Ivy Satoji, who is with the Chief of Staff in that part of the country. Hello, Ivy. What can you report on the NDC's campaign in that region?
Hello, good morning, Venice. Right now, the Chief of Staff is expected at Nkwansa. That is the Perennial Day from 10 a.m. to 12 to have a mini rally there. He wants to have a mini rally in Akan, in the afternoon. And also from there, he'll be meeting with the Zongo community at Hofwe constituency. All is to encourage the people or to ask them to vote for the NDC so that they can continue with the development work. So that is what the Chief of Staff is expected to do today.
Ivy, I know you've been with the Chief of Staff. I think yesterday you were with him as well. What has been the main message he is spreading to the people?
Hello?
Hello, Ivy. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Ivy Satorji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great.
Now.
So I was asking, what has been the message of the Chief of Staff to the people of the Volta region?
Well, his message has been that, Volta region is just for NDC, it's to the World Bank for NDC, and it's like they should serve the NDC as their baby, to take care of the baby, and then the baby will grow, and that is what he's saying. He doesn't say to rally behind the party, the people of the region to rally behind the party, so that the NDC can continue with the work they have already started, because there are lots of work started by the government NDC, and they need to continue. So without them being in power or without their vote, that may not happen. So they've been asking the people to return them to vote massively for President John Mahama and the parliamentary candidates in the region on the ticket of the NDC, so that they can continue with their work.
And Ivy, before you go, I know that the Volta region is the headquarters of the NDC, as it were. What has been the response? Has it changed?
No, not so much. The people are happy that Chief of Staff is here after the person came, and then they are happy. Those that are with earlier, that was yesterday, were happy that Chief of Staff is in the Volta region. So the president came back to not go to all the places, and so it started that Chief of Staff going to a particular place, that is that particular area, the president was not able to do. The Chief of Staff was there. The people were happy that after the Chief of Staff was able to go there. So they are happy. They are waiting for what they can do. They are waiting if they will fulfill their promises in case the president returns in the matter.
Thank you very much, Ivy Sotoji. She's a reporter in the Volta region, and she's been following the Chief of Staff. And we do know that the flag bearer of the NPP, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is also in the central region, continuing with his campaign tour of that particular region. Let's try and see whether we can get our correspondent to give us the latest on what Nana Addo has been up to today. I'm joined on the line now by my colleague Richard Kwejo Nyako. Hello, Kwejo Nyako. Hello. All right, so we don't have our reporter Richard Kwejo Nyako on the line, but we know that, of course, Nana Akufo-Addo is in the central region, also continuing with his campaign, and we will bring you the latest on that in our subsequent bulletins. Now, since 1992, when Ghana returned to multi-party democracy, political parties other than NPP and NDC have made little impact in our elections. They are considered a waste of time and other resources by some sections of the public because they can never win power. Some political party presidential candidates are currently in court with the Electoral Commission over their disqualification. Amid the public anxiety and concerns over the likely effect on the election calendar, Kwesi Debra gauged the mood of voters in Kumasi.
Last week, a former trade minister, Dr. Kofi Konadu Apreku, was reported to have told voters to avoid wasting their votes on small parties. For him, only the NDC and MPP have the capacity to win elections in Ghana. It comes as presidential aspirants of smaller political parties fight their disqualification in court. Last week, PPP's Papa Kwesi Indium won a suit against the EC, hoping to contest and clinch power come December 7. The EC is, however, back in court. This time round, the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, to contest the High Court decision. Some voters believe the minority parties can, in next month's polls, pull a surprise on the NPP and NDC, who have been winning election alternatively for 24 years.
I say Kotokone has Obi no Ojoni ano support to Diana Krano. Osan ba Kotokone has our san support tobacco can. Nti sana anti parties and get one there. Almost an shaka see and I say Nti aka see any be omo ho ka say ebia Omono nimon ketwane nti enyi nketwane nto ba bi na yenye yi ameme no amonya adwen bi
minim party ketu ebi na minim party kesi bi party ketewa no ene de ahin na party kese ene de ahin PPP for yet party no 3 months to election ye deterred e wo Ghana ha nti wo betumi de create PPP say party ketewa eye party ketewa e hwe CPP a CPP omo ti CPP ayi abai wo hu nti obi kase bia party ketewa no omo se vote no omo se we a yet Ghana ha na blokum cheso se hwan for beje ebeje lake na kotokone house ni ho emra so Ghana for adwan asesa omo betumi asesa ade ni ma ade na ayede aboa
nti party nketewa no wo mu a eye
practice democracy. A democracy is a dumb and then yes, and they practice democracy. And we are seeing there is no small player in a big match. And look at who use small party from our party saying. There's a small parties are going I had dead. So be a second be a second runner. That's a duo be a mobile Bob could be a
Reporting for Joy News, Kwesi Debra.
You're still here on News Desk on Joy News and Multi TV. Stay with us. We'll be back with more. And you're welcome back to News Desk on Joy News on Multi TV. If it's Ghanaian, it's authentic. Our local foods, drinks, way of dressing, and other attributes make us unique as Ghanaians. Talk about the locally made clothing, shoes, and bags, jewelry, and even our music. All these will come alive at the maiden edition of Joy Prime's Made in Ghana Fair 2016. With the support of the Ministry of Trade and Industry, the Aviation Social Center will be packed with made in Ghana goods from the 4th to the 6th of November, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. The fair is a platform for exhibitors to showcase their product and sell to the general public. And catch the action of the hottest DJ contest live from Junction Mall on Friday during cruise control, among some other surprises. And I have two special guests in the studio with me, a man and a woman. Should I say a gentleman and a lady? Hello, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And so the lady, you're Deborah Ayim Apiate.
Apiate,
thank you very much. You're the Sales and Marketing Executive, Home Foods Processing and Cannery Limited. And I have George Duca with me. You're the Vice President of, is it Phytotech Limited? Phytotech Limited. Thank you, sir, for joining us. So first of all, tell us what's going to happen at this maiden edition of 2016 Ghana Hope Fair 2016. Yes. Okay. Let me start with you, Deborah.
Okay. Home Foods is sponsoring, as we all know, and we'll bring our products to the fair. We promise to give you quality and value for your money. So we have the palm oil, we have vegetable oil, we have seasonings, and we are also trying to bring up ready-to-eat products. So for now, that's what we are bringing to the fair, and we promise it's going to be exciting. Every woman, every man who cooks should be there.
But tell us more, just a little bit about your company.
Okay, so we are part of Free Zone. That's a Home Foods Processing and Cannery Limited. We are a Free Zone company. We export 70% and then 30% locally. And we produce or we package. We produce and then we process and package food items in Ghana, the ethnic food products. So we have the palm oil, we have the vegetable and the seasonings, as I was saying.
So for instance, the palm oil, it will not be like the one I get when I go to my Malamata market in the bottle. It's specially packed. How is it?
Specially packed in a plastic container. We have the jars, we have the plastic, so 2 liter, 1 liter, and we have the 5 liter containers.
How different is it from the one on the market? I'm thinking that you would have preservatives, but the one I get from my market, there will be no preservatives.
Okay, so as I said, we are giving you quality. We take it right from the farm and then process it. So it doesn't go through any preservatives, as you were saying, and that's the quality we are trying to bring to you.
All right, so I'll come back to you, Deborah. Let me speak to George. You're with Phytotech Limited. Yes, Phytotech. What are you bringing on board?
We're bringing on board these 2 products. Well, actually, I should just start. Phytotech is an indigenous company which is into research and into formulation of herbal products here in Ghana. Until recently, Ghanaian products, especially herbal products, have been touted to be something else, especially with the elite. If you talk about herbal products, they don't want to go there at all because they lack science. Our local herbal products do not have the science and the case studies to back it. That is where we Phytotech come in, because we do a lot of research into our products. It's in this light that we've been able to develop 2 very important products to arrest or to deal with problems or sickness or ailments.
Like what?
Like prostate, especially when it comes to men. Now, if you look at it, or if you look around, you see that prostate issues now have become serious issues.
Lots of advertisements,
a lot of stuff. But indigenous Ghanaian men would not want to take anything Ghanaian because of lack of studies or enough studies to show. That's where we come in, because we have done extensive research into our products. These are formulated here in Ghana. We have these products that are from our quarters, our factories.
So you packaged these ones here, and these are all herbal products?
These are made in Ghana products called Phytotech, Prostat 60, made here in Ghana, wholly a Ghanaian products. So if you look at it critically, look at our packaging, because we're trying to put Ghanaian products there. We want to tout Ghanaian products to be one of the best. So if you talk about Ghanaian products, there should be a product that you can rely on.
Not just the efficacy of the drug, but the packaging as well, to make it attractive.
Yes, because that's one thing. Even though we may have very good products here, but the packaging puts a lot of people off. Okay, you're looking at the prostate issues now, looking at, if you go to Kolebu right now, enlargement of the prostate is now a problem that's we need to contend with. That's where we come in. We have come with a product that does just that.
So George, you've spoken about these drugs. They are all for
yes,
prostate, like you said.
The Prostate 60 is for prostate, and this is also called Phyto Booster. This Phyto Booster is an alternative to caffeinated drinks. If you look at our lifestyle today, because of the stress that we go on today, a lot of people are consumed in energy drinks and all that. Okay, health implications are enormous according to the research. That's why we have decided to formulate this product for busy men, market women, students, and the likes, so that you stay off caffeine. You take one of these, one a day, it boosts your immune system, peps you up, and a lot more. It's a supplement made in Ghana.
So I was actually coming to whether or not, apart from the drug for the prostate cancer, you do other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So based on what you're just telling me, you have other herbal drugs for other illnesses.
Yeah, currently, we are researching into other 2, these are actually certified by Food and Drugs Board. We have other 2 coming up, which we're in the pipeline. When it comes, I mean, you see that. But for now, these are the only 2 products that we have in the market.
So let me find out from Deborah, why did you decide to join the maiden edition of this program?
Okay, we thought it wise that we produce more for the export market, and locally we are not known. Through this program, I'm sure we'll be known here in Ghana, even though we are part of the free zone. So we thought it wise that we sponsor Made in Ghana, since our products are made in Ghana.
And you, why did you decide to do so?
Yeah, because we feel that it's a very nice opportunity to showcase our products. And looking at multimedia, the coverage that multimedia has, I mean, we feel that associating ourselves with excellence, which multimedia stands for, we'll be able to showcase our products, which is excellent products. That's why we participated in this fair.
Any special offering, since this is kind of the maiden edition promotion giveaways?
Yes. We entreat viewers out there is that you come to the Junction Mall from the 4th to the 6th of November. There'll be a lot of giveaways, a lot of education on prostate health, and a lot of nice things. I don't want to go into details. A lot of surprises, actually.
Okay, what is Foods Processing and Cannery Limited giving out to people like us who would want to?
The more you buy, the more you get.
So it's on discount basis?
Discount basis. We've discounted all our products. So when you come, as you buy, there are also freebies to be won too.
All right, thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
So I've been discussing this maiden edition of Joy Prime's Made in Ghana project that we are doing tomorrow. And of course, I had with me Deborah Apiate. She is the Sales and Marketing Executive of Home Foods Processing and Cannery Limited. And I also had in the studio with me George Duka. He's with Phytotech Limited. You're still here on News Desk on Joy News on Multi TV. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Thank you so much.